can remember that they're changing my voice. So here's the last video for the day, I'd imagine. So I gotta get back, gotta stop by the gas station, what have you. I was hoping there'd be some young attractive female or something walking by that I kind of asked some questions to, or at least attempt to. That didn't happen. At the same time, I'm kind of relieved that there wasn't, because I'm not that extroverted, but I want to add that to my videos, have a good, clip for my videos, show you what happens when I do something I know that won't work out, which is try to talk to, some kind of attractive stranger, what have you. So today we went over various Psalms, including Psalm 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We talked about how God grants his king victory. He trains his hands for battle. With God's help, I can advance against the troop. How God came down on dark clouds with smoke coming from his nostrils, figuratively speaking. Fire in his heart, in his presence. Out of the brightness of his presence, the clouds advance. How the bridegroom is the champion, right? The champion in the spirit of God, which is in the spirit of that anger, because the wicked are seeking to triumph over the righteous, which cannot be done. But they're seeking to swallow up everybody who's left by covering up the righteous one. So strangely enough, clouds can cover the sun. That's what happens sometimes, right? Obviously don't have my permission to cover up who I am. And God comes down on those dark clouds. But the brightness of his presence drives the clouds. So it's not as simple as they're covering up the clouds. They're also a symbol of punishment, right? Lightning, storms, thunder, hail, and the other forms of punishment that we see being alluded to, floods, burning sulfur, what have you. Now I'm kind of, a bit worn out, so I'm going to wrap it up here soon. But I think it was important to note that I don't just read the scriptures, I understand the scriptures. I'm not just saying these things, I believe in them, I know that they're true, I've proven that they're true. People don't want to debate me, and they sure as heck don't want to debate me when I'm not being fumed and poisoned and thrown off. Write that down. They sure as hell don't want to debate me when I'm not so sabotaged. They don't want to allow me to recover. They certainly don't want to accept my top martial arts challenge. So spiritually, I've triumphed. Mentally, I've triumphed. And martial arts, which is mind, body, soul, and spirit, are something that I've reached the pinnacle of all time in doing. I am the pinnacle of martial arts among human beings because of God Almighty. For those of you who don't believe in God Almighty, you can at least believe that righteousness has allowed me to triumph over the wicked, and reaching to the source of righteousness has allowed it as well. Okay. So in closing, I was going to talk about how, certain types of people that I find more friendly and more favorable than the others. But I have to say that because people are kind of leaving me out to dry, they're kind of, working with the government, that we're advancing toward the end of my life. We're moving quickly toward it. And it's not good for humanity. Better is open rebuke than love that is concealed. People need to scramble to obey God through me before it's too late. And at this rate, with all the sabotage, all the fumes, all the poisons, it won't be very long before I die. And no matter how that is, it will have been their fault. Thank you.